Good morning. Just kidding. It's actually 3 p.m. I slept in, messed around in the kitchen, and it's snowing outside. And it's snowing a lot. So I'm not going anywhere. Later I'll be making sourdough croissants, and I have a pot roast in the crock pot, so we're set for the day. I've just washed my face, my super hairy face, and I'm going to just get ready to chill on the couch with y'all, and yeah. Upon washing my face, I like to, dry, and then I take this spray. It's a witch hazel toner, and I just spray all over, like so. And I honestly don't know if it affects my skin any, but I just love the freshness I feel right whenever I put it on. Next I have this True Skin Vitamin C Serum. And I just do one little drop. And then apply really generously to my cheeks. And then just kind of spread the rest around. Meanwhile, kind of like shaping my eyebrows. Yeah. And then I do a 2-in-1 situation, a 10-in-1, just kidding, it's 2 steps, all in one. I take the Bubble Plus One Tinted Mineral Sunscreen, and then the Lumi Glotion from L'Oreal. And so what I do with these is I just drop a little 1 pump in hand of the tinted sunscreen, and then just a little bit, I don't know, about 75% of the other amount in Glotion, and then I again apply generously to the cheeks. And I try not to apply too much to my nose because it's my greasiest area. It's really shiny. I want to look kind of fresh and glowy, but somehow my nose is just always greasing. I don't know. I don't usually do too much to my brows day to day. If I'm feeling a little bold and extra, I will use a little brow gel, something like this. This one's Maybelline Super Fluff. And, ooh, I dropped it. The color, I don't know what color it is. It's not listed. Medium brown. So I don't even dip twice. I just use one side for one brow and then flip it and use the other side for the other brow. And I just kind of go in and color in the shape of my brow. Yep. And then I just turn it over, same thing. My eyebrows are not twins, and that's cool, but they are like estranged sisters at this point. I do need to bust out the wax and get to work on my face. It's so hairy right now. It's been about 2 months since I've last waxed, and I don't really care that much about hair, but I do kind of like to maintain sometimes. And if I'm honest, the hot wax is so fun to use. It's pull-off wax. You just, and it's so fun. It's so satisfying. It's the best thing ever. Depending on the day, for concealing, I may not add any concealer because I just don't care to. If I kind of want to look a little brighter, I will add this e.l.f. concealer. And it's a little lighter than I think my foundation. But I don't usually day-to-day wear foundation, so this kind of takes care of all that dark eye. But it's not that dark, we're fine. And then if I'm just having like just a regular day, no concealer, I might use the Morphe primer for your eyeshadow, or even the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. This one's a little darker, as you can see. And I might just use that just to kind of tie it all together. But my favorite right now is using the lighter. And what I will do is I will just take a little bit on my hand, a nice little dot, and then I just go in and pat it into my under eyes. And just kind of dab it in, add a little more. Just a little brightening. And then with the rest of the dot, I'll just kind of rub it into my eyelid for some primer. And in the mornings, I do enjoy putting on makeup for work. Let me add a little more. But I mean, it's not that serious. Makeup is not required for the job at all. You don't even have to wear pants. But yeah, my boss, she's super cute, and she's always got awesome eyeliner and just her whole look. She looks great. So I'm inspired every morning to do the same. On the eyeshadow, I really like to keep it simple, something, minimal products, just because it's easier to remember. But I do like using bronzer for an eyeshadow, so just a little NYX Buttermilk bronzer. You can see that I've been using it pretty often, but I'm kind of saving the swirls down here because I think it looks so cute. Okay, so whenever I do my eyeshadow, I really kind of take a look at the shadow of what my eye is doing. Like, I don't know if you can kind of tell. I'll show you. So I know it's like going to be the darkest right here, like in this little triangle. And so then I'll just kind of make a rough triangle like that. Do you see? 1, 2, 3 corners. And just kind of blend a lot. And then just kind of blend a little more. And it kind of just accentuates, I guess. I don't know if that would be the word. keeping it super simple again, I'm going to use this pinky gold highlighter for my lid, just to kind of add some sparkle. And honestly, I just take my finger like that and apply. I think sometimes, like when it comes to shimmery stuff, I like using my finger because it kind of gets you a bigger scoop, if you will. Especially with something like highlighter that's not super intended to be packed like that, but I do like it for that reason, because it's not too much shimmer, it's kind of light. The eyeshadow is done. All I'm going to do now is add a little eyeliner, and this is just a pencil. I think it's a gel-like eyeliner, so it kind of spreads on a little easier. You shouldn't watch this next part if up-close eyes freak you out, because I'm going to do it. But, you know, watch anyway, whatever. So again, with the eyeliner, I kind of just pay attention to where my eye does shadow, like the kind of, do you see? Even when I crease, like there's a certain look. So I just kind of follow that, and oh, that looks pretty good. See if I can recreate. It's about right. And then I'll kind of just drag the eyeliner semi along my eyelash line, only a little bit. Also, gel eyeliner is very forgiving, so I'll just correct like so. And we have a clean line. And then I'll just kind of ever so slightly lift. And darken, I guess, the upper waterline, so that it kind of adds drama. Now that I've curled my lashes, I'm just going to add some mascara. Depending on the day, I might, you know, cake it on. Other times I just do like one gentle stroke up and leave it at that, so it looks kind of simple. Today I might just do like a medium heat for this day, for this afternoon. A little note, I don't believe in buying expensive makeup. I also believe that if you're someone like me that likes to try a lot of new things and look different all the time, there's no use in buying something really expensive if you're only going to use it a little bit. Just doesn't make sense. And then also I've been influenced. I love a good project pan video, so I'm always trying to use all the products I currently have. So I have been trying to limit my makeup shopping. I've even canceled my little beauty box because we don't need it. I don't need it. However, I will say I did splurge on 2 little items, and it was about $60 for both of them, to be honest, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. That's really expensive for just makeup. However, this Clinique Black Honey Pop blush is my favorite blush probably ever all time. I was looking on, the other side of Ulta that doesn't cost, an arm and a leg, and I was looking for a blush, and this gal was like, well, what kind of blush do you want? Let me show you this one. And she showed me this blush. And I just think it's the perfect color for me. Also, I had just gotten a new job and I really wanted to reward myself and kind of give myself something to use that I would use often. And I use this almost daily and the lipstick that I got. Do y'all ever lose something just to find out that it was right in front of your face the whole time? Yeah, I was like bragging about my lipstick, just my lipstick. I love my lipstick. It was right here on the counter. So just for a little added, I'm going to add the same highlighter with a brush and just nice little dust. And I kind of find that spot you see where it's like the whitest, the light hits it the most, that's where you want it. You see? Ding! I've been using this retractable ColourPop liner. It's kind of brownish. In the color Tease. And I will admit I never wore lip liner before, like this year. And lip liner gives me a slay that I never knew before. And I usually make this bottom line the darkest, just so there's a little definition around it. And after a lot of deliberation at the Ulta store, me and the gal, we came up with this color for me, Cafe Mocha, and it's my favorite now. I spent a lot of time trying to decide what color because I wanted to wear it almost every day. that's the look. I usually just kind of finish it off with a little witch hazel spray. And that's the look. Bye.